NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From American Airlines Center in Dallas. Tonight, the Dallas Mavericks taking on the Phoenix Suns. Our opening tip won by the Mavericks, and we're underway in Dallas. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
DeAndre Ayton to Mikal Bridges. Booker to Mikal Bridges. To Booker. Paul. That's how you defend. Dinwiddie into the front court. 2-point advantage. 4-3. Spencer Dinwiddie, no problem. Contested, hits the three.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Nothing going here on that drive.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Doncic. Down to 5 on the 24, and finishes strong.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Paul with it up top. Right now, down 7. Here comes the screen. Booker to Paul. Can't connect.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Boban can't hit it.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Mavericks with the possession. Dinwiddie matched up with Paul. To Luka Doncic. Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper stays out.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Lead stands at 7. Doncic. To Dinwiddie. Off the assist.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket, even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Now whistle and a timeout for Phoenix as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. To Booker. DeAndre Ayton to Booker. Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go. To Dinwiddie. To Luka Doncic. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Nothing going here on that drive. Mikal Bridges. To Booker. They get it down to Paul. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. To Dinwiddie. Knocks it down off the step back.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Phoenix with it. DeAndre Ayton. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
Dinwiddie into the front court. The lead is 11. To Hardaway. 5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Trying to cash in.
Knock that down, yo. Knock that down.
Now Paul with the basketball. Trailing by 11. Booker to Paul. Able to convert inside.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Oh, the Suns come up with the steal.
Here we go.
Curling inside. Ooh, Chris Paul. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make. When you look at playmakers in the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal, and when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
And he drains it.
And that footwork was absolutely off the charts. Just that space, splash.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. To Mikal Bridges. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Save 10% on all merchandise when you purchase 3 or more items at one of our arena stores. This offer is only valid during today's game, so take advantage of this great opportunity.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Subbing in for the Phoenix Suns, number 11.
Mikal Bridges to Paul. J.J. Barea sends it away. That's his 3rd block this evening. Has a look.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
And he hits.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul. To Mikal Bridges. Paul to Mikal Bridges. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Return label included.
Offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
To Luka Doncic. The shot, almost. JaVale McGee to Mikal Bridges. JaVale McGee to Paul. Gets it in the left corner. Nothing going here on that drive. It's rebounded by the Mavericks. Here's Barea. The advantage is 13 points. In a flash, scores at the rim.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Not that time. Here's Barea. The lead is 15. To Luka Doncic. And throws it down.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Mavs have it.
Why not? Let's keep the crowd in it.
Barea guarded by CP3. To Lee. And the Suns right there for the rebound. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
To Lee. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Lets it fly from long range, and he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Second and 3 is good.
Subbing in for the Dallas Mavericks, number 13.
And he hits all 3 free throws.
Let's go, boy. Catch me out.
DeAndre Ayton. Here comes the screen. Rebound cleared by Dallas. Lee with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Luka Doncic. Oh, ferocious slam inside. They cannot be stopped right now.
Sometimes your opponent is not even in the game from the start. That's the way you run the floor, and you put the pressure on them right away in the first quarter.
Switch up. I got this.
It goes down.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
To Brunson. Luka Doncic slams it down.
Here's what's brilliant about Luka Doncic. Everybody thinks that you need to be fast or be able to ISO somebody and create your own shot with your speed or your athleticism or your explosiveness. That is not the case. Doncic is 6'8", 230 pounds. Put that smaller guard on your hip, post him up, walk him down, shoot shots over the top. If you have an uncanny style of play, that game can reward you a ton in this league.
It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. Lee to Luka Doncic. Shot from the lane won't go. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Mavericks. My goodness, did you see that, Jay?
That's nasty. Just disrespectful.
Has a chance. Not that time. Long heave from 3/4 court. 1 quarter down. The Mavericks are in the driver's seat. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. It's Suns ball. Payton. Nothing going here on that drive. JaVale McGee. Fires the three. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your pass.
To Brunson. Dallas with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in with the step back.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
JaVale McGee. 5 on the shot clock for Phoenix. Going to launch beyond the arc. That won't go. Here's Barea. His guys holding the big lead.
Here we go. Here we go.
To Luka Doncic. Five on the shot clock for the Mavs. Trey Burke. Tough shot. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Dallas has it. Here comes the screen. JaVale McGee with a piece. 4th this contest.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
A pass stolen by Phoenix. Hayden to Booker. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Elfrid Payton's got 2 shots coming. Numbers not in his favor. 61% for his career. Oops, he missed the first one. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one.
The NBA Playoffs 2022 round games and highlights will be coming up next on the Inspiriverse Network channel.
Down low for Powell. Oh, emphatic slam. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
And he knocks it down, Jay.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space.
Okay.
I did, but the defender didn't.
Down low for Powell. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Suns with the basketball. sizing up the defense. Has a look. Look out. Devin Booker. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
To Brunson. JaVale McGee able to recover with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Into the front court, it's Booker. He'll run the offense. To Mikal Bridges. Tim Hardaway rejects it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Able to convert inside.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Suns control the possession. Mikal Bridges. The drive right to the basket. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
And hits the first free throw.
For Phoenix, number 24, Chris Paul.
Two for 2 on that trip. Powell matched up with Paul. To Luka Doncic. Goes to the right side. JaVale McGee. Huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Driving right to the basket. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Dallas with the possession. To Luka Doncic. Here comes the screen. Doncic. Nothing going here on that drive. Jumper's good.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Paul across the timeline. His guys down big. Here comes the screen. Mikal Bridges gets it in the right corner. To Mikal Bridges. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Mikal Bridges forced that one. Well defended. To Dinwiddie. Hardaway. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scout on the court.
Hardaway. To Luka Doncic. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
What I like about Spencer Dinwiddie is that he's a worker. I remember he got hurt his last year in college at Colorado, still decided to take a chance on himself, went into the draft, got drafted 2nd round, and now I see him still defining and refining his game.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Whoa! What a finish! He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Mikal Bridges. Scores from the post.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Doncic. Gets to the basket and scores.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Chance for Paul. Ooh, Chris Paul. Now 3 for 9.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Luka Doncic. Here's a chance from long range. Luka Doncic, marked man. Shot altered and no good. The follow won't go either. Here's Paul, controlling the offense. JaVale McGee. To Paul. Ooh, Chris Paul. 4 out of 10.
Ed, all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his first step? Will he still have it? There you go.
If you would like to participate in an upcoming event, you can register at our team website for more details.
Substitution being made in this one. Hardaway. Bullock picked up by Booker. Beyond the arc for 3. Smothering D. Mikal Bridges to Paul. From the painted area, won't go down. To Dinwiddie. The pass set it all up.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Booker with it. Down a bundle to Paul. Here comes the screen. Spencer Dinwiddie sends it away. Ooh, 5 now. Spencer Dinwiddie with the block. And draws the foul.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions.
Number 77.
Hardaway. Fires the three. Now that's a contest.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Paul to Booker. Has a chance. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Dallas owns the basketball.
I got him. That's me.
Over to the right side. Hardaway. Surveys the floor. JaVale McGee snatching it out of the air. Paul into the front court. His guys can hold for the final shot. From long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Mavericks absolutely dominated the competition in the first half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Dallas Mavericks. The Suns did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Phoenix Suns.
Game track. Blocks.
The Dallas Mavericks have been making the kind of defensive impact that can affect the team mentally. After a lot of those blocks, you'll start to see guys more hesitant and second-guessing shot opportunities.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
The NBA Playoffs 2022 round Game 7 matchup is now streaming live on the Inspiraverse Network channel. Seed 1 Phoenix Suns, Seed 4 Dallas. Welcome to the stream.
The Suns with 4 to shoot. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Won't go down. To Paul.
Pick up.
Milwaukee Bucks
JaVale
789.
DeAndre Ayton. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
JaVale McGee trying to cash in on the three-point play. History not on his side. 58% from the line. Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer.
Here we go. I got him. Hey, watch the screen left.
To Dinwiddie. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Mikal Bridges to Paul. Deep right corner. Short jumper stays out.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Doncic to Dinwiddie. Five on the shot clock for the Mavs. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Mikal Bridges to Paul. Not that time.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Dinwiddie guarded by CP3.
Hey, double screen.
To Hardaway. For three, Spencer Dinwiddie. No problem. Contested, hits the three.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Able to convert inside.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Luka Doncic. Dallas with 4 to shoot. Doncic to Hardaway. 4-3. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose but really good habits to gain.
It's a second. One more coming. Knocks down all three at the line. Phoenix has the ball. Mikal Bridges to Booker. Dwight Powell tips it. Incredible. 6 tonight.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Hardaway. Nice pass to set things up.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Mikal Bridges to Booker. Had a chance, but it's no good. Hardaway in a matchup with Booker. Lets it fly from long range. He was all over him.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
DeAndre Ayton to Booker. To Payton. Trying to cash in. McGee's shot misses. To Dinwiddie. JaVale McGee pins it. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 23, Trey Burke.
Hardaway. No, the Suns come up with the steal. To Payton. Runner's good there.
I'm a little bit confused. Was that a well-designed offense or just poor defense? Maybe a little bit of both.
Burke with it. His guys holding the big lead. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
It's Phoenix ball. Take stock of the floor. JaVale McGee to Mikal Bridges. Devin Booker. Look out, Devin Booker. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in it. They even throw their bodies into
Let's
it.
go, Mo.
And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Add 2 points to the board.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50
I
points in
hope
the
they
game.
will advance to
But
Western
the one thing you look
Finals.
for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
That's no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Let's go Dallas Mavericks.
Devin Booker at the line
The
for
Mavericks
a chance
and
at a
Warriors.
three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throw good, so they get the three-point play, but it's not much more than a drop in
Kristen
the bucket with the
Ronaldo Sui.
score right where it is. Burke with it. He'll run the offense. To Lee. Not that time. Phoenix with it. Hayden. Scores from the post.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
To Lee.
I got ball. Pick up. Match up.
Couldn't keep it in. Out off Elfrid Payton. It's going to stay with Dallas. Both coaches
Welcome to
hitting
the stream,
reset button.
Brandshaw.
Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Into the game for the Phoenix Suns. Number 11, Jamal.
Hardaway to Lee. And strokes it.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball.
Welcome
He's
to
in
the
his zone
stream,
by
Match
himself.
Man.
DeAndre Ayton to Crawford. Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Hardaway to Dinwiddie. Fires the three. Had made his first couple, but he misses there.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
To Lee. Oh, Courtney Lee. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
It's Suns ball. DeAndre Ayton to Crawford. It was right there. On the follow. Way to stay with it. Hardaway to Dinwiddie. Lee to Dinwiddie. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Lee. DeAndre Ayton, terrific vision. Courtney Lee swats it. And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
DeAndre Ayton, couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. He connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line.
I got ball. It's all me.
Lee to Dinwiddie with a drop step. The big man, Ayton, with the rebound. To Payton. Here comes the screen.
On your right. On your right.
Payton. Oh, ferocious slam inside. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Mavericks with the basketball.
I got some for him.
Lee to Dinwiddie. Probing the defense. Lee to Dinwiddie. Going to launch beyond the arc. No good. That's great defense. DeAndre Ayton. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Jay Crowder. New blood coming in for both sides. Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys can get a 2-for-1 if they time this out. Nothing going here on that drive. Seconds to shoot. And he hits.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Shot by McGee, no good. That misses with 2 seconds to go. And that'll get out of bounds off one of the Mavericks. Late heave to beat the buzzer. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. It was a strong one for the Mavericks. Dallas with the basketballs. We begin the 4th quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
To Payton. Knocked loose. Mavs have it.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
The drive right to the basket. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First one, count it. And he makes them both. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up. Reggie Bullock at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 79% at the line. First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To Booker. Mikal Bridges to Booker. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't fall. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. To Mikal Bridges. JaVale McGee over to the right side. Booker. That's off the side of the rim, short.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Can't miss those. Payton into the front court. His guys down big. JaVale McGee to Mikal Bridges. To Booker. Look out, Devin Booker. With that, he's 5 for 9.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Trey Burke in a matchup with Booker. Here's a chance from long range. Well defended. Suns with the basketball. Mikal Bridges to Booker. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Here comes the screen. Bullock picked up by T.J. Warren. 5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. The on the arc for 3. Knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that shot beyond the arc than inside 22 feet.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Fires the 3, textbook defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Here comes the screen. Barea matched up with Booker. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Into the game for Dallas.
Mikal Bridges
Screen.
has a look. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Nothing going here on that drive. Won't go. Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. To Booker. Probing the defense. Booker. Deep right corner. To Mikal Bridges. Won't go. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Here's Barea. His guys holding the big lead. Five on the shot clock from long range. Creates the space to bury the 3 on the step back.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Paul into the front court. Down a bundle. JaVale McGee to Booker. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
To Brunson. Here comes the screen. 5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Knocks it down from mid-range.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Paul. Here comes the screen. Paul to Mikal Bridges. Has a chance. Jumper's good.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Mavericks with the possession. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. Shot clock winding down. Trying to cash in. Yes. And the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Dwight Powell trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 73%. Oh, he can't connect. To Paul. In scores on the step back.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Luka Doncic. Doesn't get the bounce. To Paul. Add 2 points to the board.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself, defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
To Luka Doncic. JaVale McGee sends it away. Make that 7.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this
NBA
game.
Live.
And Chris Paul, quick catch and shoot there. 4-3.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Doncic. Deep left corner. Almost unlucky bounce. Suns control the possession. DeAndre Ayton. Dinwiddie matched up with Paul. It's no good. Great defense.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Bullock matched up with Booker. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Paul with it up top. Looking to make something happen. JaVale McGee to Mikal Bridges. Pass stolen by the Mavericks.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. Doncic. Return label included.
Offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Entering the game for the Suns, number 11, Jamal Crawford.
Tim Hardaway Jr. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. JaVale McGee to Crawford. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Paul. He engulfed him that time.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
JaVale McGee with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Crawford. Slams it down.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
It goes down. He improvises and scores.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Mikal Bridges. Chance for Chris Paul. off the mark. Dallas has it. Barea against Chris Paul. The shot clock expires. The victory to the Mavericks as they win this one in blowout fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Mavericks got themselves a win here today. Sometimes a team can hurt itself by being so aggressive on defense, and sometimes a team can guarantee itself a win by using defensive aggression in a focused way, like we saw here today. Check out the leading scores for the Dallas Mavericks. The Suns couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored to the Phoenix Suns.
Game track. Bench points.
The Dallas Mavericks had the kind of bench production that will make any coach proud. NBA games can be made easier when you're working with depth, and that's exactly what happened here today.
Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.